A lot of us use the end of the year and the holidays filled with presents and food as an excuse to overlook the things we don't like about ourselves and our lives. But here's what I think. As we wrap up the year, it's important to try and find the things that you are proud of, things that we change for the better, and use those as inspirations to push beyond our comfort zones to make a real difference in the years ahead. I've gathered 10 of the best New Year's resolutions, which are a little like affirmations. I think they focus on making you better, and you should really think of them as mantras. Write them down, say them aloud, and know that they focus on making you a better person. So number 1 has to be, I won't take everything so seriously. Guys, this one is by far one of the most important. Yes, it's a cliche that life is too short, but the fact is, it really is. Is it worth going to bed upset? Is that argument really worth winning? No, it's not. Add some humor to your lives, take a chill pill, and the ride will be a lot smoother. Number 2, I will make my dreams come true. This one is pretty self-explanatory. It's all about reaching for the stars, not the sky, setting goals to make that dream come true like a plan of action, step by step. After all, Rome wasn't built in a day, was it? What's important is to enjoy the process and don't fixate too much on the final destination. Dreams keep evolving, so enjoy the journey. Number 3, I will give myself more compliments. Now this one is all about self-love, not in the egotistical way, but just loving your being, your very core. Like yourself, say nice things. I honestly believe that you attract what you emit. So if you love yourself and you're comfortable in your own skin, you're gonna attract people in your life who also see you that way. Number 4, I will spend less time online and on social media. This one is also self-explanatory. We live in a world where we seem to be bombarded by our phones and glued in all kinds of apps, right? The animation by Steve Cutts really spells it out. Now, if you haven't watched it, guys, you really need to see it. It's such a powerful message. It's one I always use as an example when showing people what can happen with social media. It's important to have a balance. But when you're out for dinner, put your phone away. Listen to the person who's sitting across you. You don't really need to check your phone every 5 minutes, do you? Let's take a leaf out of our parents' and grandparents' books, who once upon a time had no mobile phones, no internet, and no social media. But hey, they spent time with each other, they listened, maintained eye contact, and there was so much more human interaction. Let's just be conscious when we're out with family and friends, avoiding distractions, or having to feel we need to scroll on Facebook or Instagram. Number 5, I will smile more. It's contagious when someone smiles at you, and no matter what kind of day you're having, you feel you want to smile back, right? Not only is it really good for your facial muscles to slowly exercise them, but it also makes everything a lot more bearable. Number 6, I will get more sleep. This one is super important. Without trying to sound like a granny, beauty sleep is crucial. Being a bookworm, I recently read a book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. If you haven't read it, I would strongly urge you to do so. Or if you're super busy, just listen to an Audible. Audiobooks are really the way forward, for busy bees especially. This book really breaks down the science of sleeping and how it benefits our overall well-being, development of the brain, and so much more. It even goes on to talk about how not having enough sleep can lead to all sorts of problems in later life, like dementia and other cognitive impairment. Now, when you read it, all the phrases like sleep is overrated or there's no rest for the wicked will go out of the window. Number 7, I will try something new. This is all about breaking out of your comfort zone and trying something totally new. Whether you're joining the gym for the first time, or whether you decide to go skydiving or bungee jumping, do something different. Get a totally new haircut. Take up a new sport, whatever it is. Try something new for sure this year and enjoy the spice it adds to your life. Number 8, this one's really important. I will declutter my life. I'm sure the ladies will relate to this one, having more stuff than we need, stuff we don't even need. That dress we think we're gonna wear one day, those shoes from 10 years ago still sitting there in the wardrobe, yearning to be used and worn. Just bag it all up and give it to charity. I filled up 5 huge bags the other day and it felt so good. Number 9, I will live in the moment. This one is one of the biggest cliches, living for the moment and living for today. But do we actually follow this? I think human nature means that we think more than we should of the past and obsess way too much about the future, what could happen. Every second that ticks is then wasted. I've honestly found that meditation helps keeping me in the present moment. Whenever my mind goes wandering off in the past and stays there for too long, I consciously bring myself back by saying a mantra or just becoming conscious of my breathing. It really works, guys, just try it. The past is there to learn from. We can't cry over spilt milk. The past will never change, so unless you're using it to fuel your present day, stop dwelling on last year, last month, or even yesterday. Work on being the best version of yourself today. Number 10, I will be fearless. This one has to be my favorite resolution. Quite often we avoid taking action because of fear. We fear about what people may say or think, or fear of the consequences. Deepak Chopra says that the opposite of fear is love. So if you work on replacing this fear with actions of love and kindness, or with love at the forefront of your mind, that fear will become smaller and smaller. It's true. A lot of the times, the fear is a lot more exaggerated in our minds than in real life, and just silly scenarios that we make up. You see, you just need a way of overriding any fearful emotion, and then the world will open up so many more doors for you. Try it. Those are my 10 New Year resolutions I think relate to everyone out there. You need to remember it's the end of a whole decade. That literally means out with the old and in with the new for the next decade, right? This year, I think my mantra will be the same as last year. I will be fearless and I will strive to be the best version of myself each and every single day. That covers a lot in my opinion. In 2020, live your life to the fullest, learn to be happy with yourself and know how to make the world what you want it to be with these positive mantras. Be inspired. Most importantly, be inspiring.